Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and this is Stargirl, Season 1, Episode 5, Hourman and Dr. Mid-Nite. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and then we'll get down to the episode there. Remember to like, share, and subscribe down there. And if you like what you see, if you like what you see, I should say. Also, if you want to know if you're still on the fence about subscribing, sorry, it's been a long day. Um, at the very end of this video, you're going to see a video pop up here. And if you like what that video looks like there, hit the subscribe button down below. If you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you can hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com where I've got my schedule up. I change it out every week. And I also have my links to all my social media. So that's Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, but no tier set up as of yet on the Patreon. I also mirror that schedule on my Facebook page. And speaking of Facebook, there's a Facebook group page which you guys can post stuff on and chat amongst yourselves. All right. Let's get to it, shall we? Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you've not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Thank you, Viking Bitch, for the paddle. And so one of the things I noticed in this episode is it started to delve into CW territory where the whole, CW superhero territory, I should say, where people keep secrets from each other. That whole thing that just fucking irks the shit out of me on CW superhero shows where I've got a secret I'm not going to tell you. But what's that secret? Okay, I'll tell you. I'll never give you a secret again. I'll never hold secrets again about, anything except for this other secret that I have. And that's what I fucking hate about the CW superhero shows because it's always secrets upon secrets. And luckily, right now, the only two that are holding secrets from each other are Pat and Courtney. Everyone else seems to be fairly open about what they're doing here. But god damn, man, that's it's just starting to irk me that I started seeing that and I'm like, nope, don't want it. Don't want it. So we got to see what the glasses, the goggles finally do for Dr. Midnight's glasses, I should say. And yeah, it's they're actually fairly impressive, but I don't know how that's going to lead to superpowers, quite honestly. We had Beth Chapel, of course, she puts them on, and we get to see that they were actually created by Charles McNider, who is played by, if you saw him and you couldn't tell what he looked like there, Henry Thomas. Now, if that name sounds familiar, Henry Thomas is the kid who played E.T., in E.T. he played Elliot. He's all grown up now, of course, because that movie is way old. But yeah, that was actually Henry Thomas playing Dr. Charles McNider. Uh, and he was blind and made these goggles so you can see, and he became a superhero with them. I'm still trying to figure out what having all this knowledge is going to do if you don't have any other stuff to back up, kind of like Batman. I mean, Batman has all that knowledge, but he also has the muscle, the gadgetry, all that kind of stuff going on as well. And yes, Philip, I like the show too. I mean, it's like I said, there's minor details in here that throw me off on things on this show, but in the for the most part, I'm liking the show. And then of course we also got Our Man, which we found out that Rick uh or I should say Rex Taylor, who is the original Hour Man, had a son, Rick, who goes to high school, of course, with Courtney. And Rex and his wife, of course, got killed by Solomon Grundy. Rick thinks they actually died in a car accident until, of course, Beth shows them, or the goggles show him what actually happened while he's on the Hour Man hour, I guess you could say. Yeah. Philip A. Demick says, still waiting to find out how CW is going to disappoint me with this show. See, that's the whole thing is if you look at the thumbnail that I posted for this video, DC Universe is taking credit for it. But then again, if you look at Twitter, CW is taking credit for Stargirl, so I don't know. I guess they're sharing custody at this point, which could be the reason why you're not getting as much CW-ness in it as we were kind of expecting from this show. But yeah, I mean, not a lot of the story has moved along on this one. We're just kind of setting up the world, I guess you could say, setting up the characters, giving them their backstories, and that's fine. That's what a season one is usually about. They're doing so. They're doing a good job of it. They're setting it up. We also got to see the fiddler, and Pat actually makes a good comment where he says, Pat Dugan in the show, because Courtney's asking him about the fiddler, and he says the fiddler's a he, not a she. And Courtney says, well, this principal in Blue Valley, she was playing the fiddle, kind of evil like, in Brainwave's room. And speaking of Brainwave, his kid is starting to have his mind activate a little bit there too. So his powers are starting to kick in. We're seeing that. And on top of that, I don't know if anyone noticed, but the lantern, the Green Lantern's lantern, started lighting up when Pat was fucking around with it. And it wasn't lighting up for anybody else or lighting up for anything else. And we've seen so far that all these artifacts from the JSA activate by the people that it's going to take over or inhabit or whatever you want to call it. It chooses them. And yeah, so that is what's going on there. I don't know if Pat's actually becoming the Green Lantern, but somebody is at some point in time. We know that they're actually going to do the Green Lantern. Alan Scott version of Green Lantern, by the way, not the Hal Jordan or John Stewart versions of Green Lantern. And if you're wondering what the difference is Alan Scott can, if I remember correctly, his weakness was wood, which was kind of a weird thing. So uh, the power ring did not work on wood or wood based objects. Don't ask me. I didn't write the comic. That was what the Silver Age was all about, or no, that was Golden Age. Excuse me, Golden Age. So yeah, so we got everybody set up. It's all set on Halloween as well. I'm still trying to figure out who janitor Justin is as well, the creepy janitor in the high school, and if he's somebody that's actually from the comics or not. But we'll see where that comes out as well. But yeah, I don't know. And again, like I said, setting up the entire team with their powers, their backstories, all that kind of stuff. And of course, you're going to end up having a training montage at some point in time, most likely led by Pat. And yeah, that's where we're going with all of this. So, looking forward to next week. Yeah. We'll see what happens here. It's 13 episodes, and we're in episode 5 right now. I actually can't believe we're in episode 5 at this point in time. And it was a Halloween episode, which is kind of weird having Halloween in June. But go figure. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So next week should be good. Well, they're probably going to be building a little bit more as well. We're going to find out who becomes Johnny. Well, actually, we know who Johnny Thunder. We got a little hint. So Thunder is the pen, the pink pen. It actually has a genie inside of it, and Johnny Thunder was the one who had that. Thunderstrike. Excuse me, Thunderstrike. And we heard that Mike Dugan's friend Jamil was coming over for dinner last episode. And if you know anything about the comics, he's the one that actually inherits the powers. So it's actually Mike's friend who ends up getting those powers on that one. Yeah, the latest DC Daily. I thought it was canceled. I thought DC Daily was canceled. I haven't been watching. I watched a few episodes here and there, but Yeah, I haven't been watching DC Daily. I'll admit it. It's okay, but it's yeah, yeah. Couple of months of what? Of DC Daily or oh, maybe July? Uh, okay. All right. And of course, on the 25th, Doom Patrol there comes on. As you can see, the big glare from my window behind me. That's what's lighting my face is that big window in front of me. See if I do that, then you see the window. Now you don't. Now you do. Now you don't. All right. July is when it gets canceled. Is that what you're saying? Okay. All right. And yes, I can't wait for more Doom Patrol either. If you haven't seen the trailer, go and watch it for season 2. It looks like it's gonna be really good. Um, and it's gonna be on Thursdays, which is gonna be weird. So that is gonna be a weird thing for me on that one. But we'll work through it. So, what is going on this week? Tomorrow is going to be an episode of Is It Worth My Time? Artemis Fowl, the Disney Plus movie. Well, it's actually the Disney movie that ended up on Disney Plus. But yeah, it's the Disney Plus movie. Artemis Fowl. Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to be off because next Thursday, of course, going to be Doom Patrol. So I'm just, kind of padding my time there. Friday is going to be the penultimate episode of Harley Quinn. That's right, the penultimate episode of the second season of Harley Quinn. Saturday, of course, is Saturday Morning Blast Off. Sunday, there's nothing going on. Monday, we come back around again to Stargirl. And we'll see where the rest of the week goes from there. Yeah, the Doom Patrol trailer was actually really good. I liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to it. I might have to go back and watch season 1 all over again in one big block. Oh, Daily talks about the Doom Patrol trailer. Oh, okay. I might have to take a look. I think I'm maxed out in points this week, so screw them. You can only get 250 points a week, I believe is what it is. Something like that. Yeah, that's what they told me on the so we'll see. So oh, it talks about the last 2 Harley shows. Okay, got it. Sorry, Joe, you're just kinda, you know, kind of like my audio at times. Philip A. Demick says, back in the ancient times before smarty pants phones, they used to put the best shows on Thursday to advertise Friday movies. Yeah, I remember. That's why you had the Thursday night fights between The Simpsons and The Cosby Show. And that's why the old 90s Flash got killed so quickly because they fucking put it up. CBS decided to put it up against those two juggernauts, The Cosby Show and The Simpsons. The Simpsons and The Cosby Show used to duke it out, man. And that was before TiVo and all that kind of shit and DVRs. And you had to figure out which one your VCR wanted to record. Or if you were lucky enough to have 2 TVs and 2 VCRs, you recorded both, but just in different, rooms. Yeah. That's right. NBC had their entire, Thursday night lineup that they, yeah. But anyway, that's what those old people talk about and remember is TV. That's right. But low tech skills, exactly. Back in my day, we didn't have anything like DVRs. We used to write them pictures on the wall, and we liked it that way. Oh, Dana Carvey. Yeah. Anyway, now I'm getting silly and loopy because that's just the way things are. Thanks everybody who joined me tonight in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. And remember, if you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up here at the very end. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible. One of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. And if you like it, you hit the subscribe button. Up here is going to be Saturday Morning Blast Off is what's going to be up there. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you get the bell down below there. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com and take a look at the schedule there and all the social links that are on that page as well. So that's Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. All my Facebook stuff is on there too. My Facebook links are there as well for those of you who are still subscribed to Facebook. I know a lot of people have left, but still. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to let you guys go for the night. I will see you again tomorrow for Artemis Fowl. Is it worth my time? Artemis Fowl. But until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may find out that Solomon Grundy was getting around quite a bit in Blue Valley, supposedly for being in a cell underground. I don't know. He's been getting out and about quite a bit. Thanks, everybody. Take care, and I will see you again tomorrow. Until then, have a good night. Thanks, everyone.